Hello, it's Meg. Oh no, Buster's here. Buster, no, go away. Leave us alone for now. No. Go on. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what up? It's it's Meg. Okay, so I'm in a really good mood today. I woke up really early and then I don't know, dicked around for a little bit and then ate some food because I have hypothyroidism, so I have to take my medicine. And maybe shouts out, maybe some of you guys know, some of you Hashimoto warriors out there know what it's like, but I have to take my medicine in the morning and I have to wait 30 minutes to an hour. I used to wait an hour, now I just wait 30 minutes because I can't wait any longer than that. And then I eat something and then I go back to bed. So I woke up for the second time and I had a weird dream that, like, in retrospect was very funny. And I've just been in a really good mood since then. It smells like dirt outside and I can smell everything, but nothing's offensive. So that's really nice. I don't know, I'm in a really good mood. So I wanted to hang out. I would do a live, but I don't know how. So I will figure it out, and then I will do those sometime because I think it would be fun. And also, I think when I do lives, it'll just be, like, not recorded. Ooh, there's a big bee outside my window. What kind of bee is that? Huh. Sorry, I'm, like, out of breath because I'm so excited. Like, I don't know, I'm just in a good mood. Okay. So I also showered, and I got some pants that fit on, and they're real cute. I don't know, I'm just feeling cute, okay? Maybe I'll download Instagram and post a pic of my pants to my stories. Just so everyone can see. Okay, decks. I'm going to show decks and then I'm going to show books. I guess this is like an at present, but really it's just a vehicle for me talking about what I want to talk about. But I actually did find some decks that I got over the summertime and then the spring. Like some Kickstarters that came through, 2 Kickstarters, and some decks that I got also. And then I just sort of went around. I think I might have mentioned that I did this thing where, like, I packed away all of my decks and, like, all of my books. And I was like, I just don't want to see anything right now. Like, I'm so overwhelmed. I need to have some sense of control. And I don't want to look at a single thing. So I'm sort of unpacking now. We were going to move, but like I said, not at these interest rates. I keep burping. Happens when I talk. All right, get some rose spray on. Hell yeah. Just, wow, you guys, what a day. I'm going to put my watch on, too. You guys! Ooh, I'm like, I'm in such a good mood. It's been a rough several months, and now I'm just riding high, you know? So I'm going to show some decks that I got, and then also decks that, since I've been sort of going through, taking all these decks out of these bins and putting them where they go, which I'll show you when that's done too. Even though my entire house, it's like I live in a basement. There's like it's so dark in my whole house. This is the only place that has any light. Truly, like, I mean it. Like, it's really crazy. But, I guess I'll show you the decks and stop being so annoying. So one of the Kickstarters that I got was this one, the Thoth Journey Tarot, the Aquarius edition. And I don't know, I forgot that I backed this. And when I got it, I couldn't look at it at all. It was way too busy and it made me feel ill. And I was like, get it away from me. Why are these things spinning? So I couldn't handle it. So I've never used it. The person I live with likes it. He liked it. Like I said before, I like, when I get a deck, I like to have him, like, look through it and let me know what he thinks. He liked this one. But yeah, it is beautiful. It is a little much, isn't it? I like it though. I haven't looked at it since then. This is my first time. And it is pleasant to gaze upon it and not want to throw up. So that's cool. It's just like the colors, I guess. I don't know. It really, like, it is intense though, is it not? Like, it's kind of, Anyway. its fate remains unknown. I guess. I have no idea. Like, it's nice though. I don't know. You know, maybe I'll read the book. Maybe I'll figure out what's up. I just don't really feel compelled to right now, so I'll just set it aside. No big deal. It'll remain set aside. Another one was this, The True Oracle of Nostradamus. I don't know if I got this in the Kickstarter or afterwards, but this one I was stoked about to get. And it's just like more simple. I think I might have got this not in the Kickstarter. These backs are cute because I remember the Kickstarter. I was like crossing my arms, like I'm mad because the original deck that it is based off of was better. Like it had these really cool weird borders, and I really liked that. But this is what the cards look like. But I really like the keywords, I guess, and like, I don't know anything about, I didn't read the book, I don't know anything about it. It says, featuring new translations of Madame de Maguillone's 1911 Tarot de la Reina and Nostradamus 1555 Les Prophéties. So, cool. But I just like the art style, and I like how it's more, like, it's pretty simple. I would have liked those old borders. I'm not going to edit this video if I was going to, if that was, like, a thing that I wanted to do and felt compelled to do or did anymore or enjoyed doing anymore. I would put in a picture, but I'm not going to do that. Just trust me, it was cool. Okay? But this is nice because I feel like it kind of goes with a lot of stuff. Like, I feel like this goes aesthetically with a lot of... Obviously, that's not the point. How it reads, I mean, is one of the points. How it reads matters as well. But aesthetically, I think that because it's more simple, it will go with a lot of things. In terms of, like, you know, if you have that more sort of, what's it called? Or how would one describe it? Like, neutral colors. You like the neutrals. You like, you know... I think it would go with a lot of those types of decks. And then also if you like really bright, garish, ridiculous bullshit like I do. I mean, I like it all. I think it goes with that as well. It's interesting, right? I don't know. I haven't used it. Like I said, I was unpacking the decks and was like, oh yeah, that's right. But it's the True Oracle of Nostradamus. I think I might leave this one out to use, actually, though. I will put it here. And then, finger tap. These two I got over the summer. And those two as well. Okay. So I got the Runners of the Sun Oracle. I also never used this one. Ever. Sort of the same reason. I wasn't using any decks, dude. This at present is not like decks that I have been using. It's decks that like I'm wanting to use now that I'm like getting back into using decks. So I got the Runners of the Sun Oracle and I wasn't impressed when I got it. Like I didn't know if I wanted it. I couldn't tell, but it felt like this thing where like obviously I'm going to buy that deck. Like, duh. Like, of course I'm gonna get it. And when I was first looking at it, I was like... Joniki did a really good walkthrough of this deck with, like, comparisons to other collage oracles and pointed out this card, and I agree. It's such a good one. I don't know. I just wasn't, like, really impressed when I first got it and looked at it, but I need to use it, and I need to look at it actually, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm really into the When Olga Speaks in terms of like collage oracle right now. This one is really cool, but I don't know. If I did like a tier ranking oracle, collage oracle decks, which I would love to feel like I have enough of those. Do I feel like I have enough to do that and like make it like, I don't know. Could I? That would be fun. But I wonder where that one would fall. Okay, another deck that I got this summer is the Guided Hand Tarot. This deck I've been wanting for a really long time and just kind of was like putting it off. It just felt like sort of low priority. But I finally got it this summer because it felt like it went with the one deck that I mentioned, the like what's it called? The super simple like plant nature deck that had like the seasonal backings. I don't remember what it's called. I feel like it felt really simple like that. Like this is like super gentle, and like if I was going to be using tarot over the summer, like I wanted something like this. And I don't know, it's just so, it felt like a nice excuse to finally get the deck. I had wanted to get it the previous summer and just didn't. I ended up getting the Aquamarine instead, which I think I like more. I definitely, yeah, I do like more than this one, but I do like this one as well. It's definitely like almost, you know, we have all these collage decks or these decks in general and like compare them to one another when really it's just like no comparison. Like it just, they're not the same. Especially these types of collage. There's so much hair. My hair's getting really long. I need a haircut. It's just kind of all over the place. I'm just not a long hair person. It's like barely, it's not even touching my shoulders and I'm like, oh, it's so long. Like, get it off of me. Just neurodivergent, sensory no things, I guess. I don't know. It's really, really beautiful. I think it has like some interesting elements, like these sort of historic images of people, like sort of like a stretch tarot or like these other tarot decks have. And then it has this collage element that's a little bit different than those ones. Like it's just like paper and like more playful. I really like it. It's really good, but it's not, it didn't end up being the time for me to use it either this summer. But I like it. It's a pretty one. Okay. So this one I got sort of recently, and I will show this one first. So in my previous video, I mentioned the Oracle deck. You guys, it's so messy in here, but it's like low priority for me to clean up this space, so I'm not cleaning it. I showed like a gothic sort of weird Oracle deck, and you know I can't find it right now. I don't know if it's even in this area. Sort of scanning a bit. Remember the last, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 tag? Well, all the books are just sitting on this desk in a big pile. What is that? Oh, that's another deck that I've had for a while, but I haven't shown, and I pulled it out, so maybe I'll just put it there. Okay, so this is the tarot deck that I was talking about when I was like, I kind of got a tarot deck that's really weird like this. And it's the Tarot Gothica. This is the box. And it was like just a, like, I don't know if it's mass market or not, but it was on Amazon. Oh, Schiffer Publishing. Okay. It's so weird, you guys. What the heck? Look at this. Wait, did I show this before? I showed someone. Like, what? It's just one of these really weird, like, it's too weird. What the heck? I really like it though. I don't know, I'm probably not gonna use it, but I just find it amusing. And so, you know, Marie Kondo style, like, it brings me joy, so it shall stay. Maybe the problem with finding so much joy in life is this aspect, but isn't this weird? I think this is maybe, I can't remember for sure or not if this is a deck that my friend, who introduces me to a lot of like really weird cool decks was like, told me about or not. I can't remember. It's been several months. Oh man, you guys, I'm getting tired and hungry. What the heck? Isn't it weird? Okay, anyway. I mean, it's cool. Okay, we'll just end on that. That's good. That's a nice one to end on. So this is another like deck that I got, which I don't know. It's just weird, right? Like this may sound bad, but I think I've mentioned before that like I'm a big fan of like bathroom books, like keeping certain like I have like old like Atlas of the World, and like I used to have like the Communist Manifesto and like all these different like weird books. That's not a weird book. Just some light bathroom reading type things. And I just like to have things like that in the bathroom, because I feel like a bathroom is like a safe space, right? Just in general. Like if you're at like a party at someone's house or a show at someone's house. I guess I used to spend a lot more time at other people's houses, and people used to spend more time at my house too. It's like a safe space. And I feel like that Tarot Gothica deck is like a deck I would keep in the bathroom for like, you know, you're like sort of anxious at the party and like you need to go step away for a second, so you hang out in the bathroom for a brief amount of time, and you're like looking through weird books like Latin quips at your fingertips, or like French idioms, and then like that tarot deck too, you know, it'll just like help you get out of your head or something for a second. The next deck that I got is the Sacred Nature Oracle, and I got this because someone, I don't know if I say names or not, but someone in Joanna Polish Folk Witch's Discord is like good, like has good taste in decks, and she had this deck, and I remember seeing this like I think on Kickstarter and being not like super into it, and then I saw it again and I was like, that's really cool. But it's images of people. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, I love this one so much. People sort of enveloped by the plant that is the card, and I really like it. It's just so beautiful and like emotive, and oh my gosh, look at this one. That's so dreamy. Like I need that. I want that. It's so beautiful. I think when I first saw it, I was like, it's kind of hard to see the images because of the tones that they decided to use for it. And I might like it more, wow, guys, if it was in color. But I still think that this has its place. I think that's why I initially didn't get it, but I don't know, something about it. I just needed a second. Wow, Pearly Everlasting. Wow. These are also really great, like, flower essence plants. I haven't looked at the book or anything yet. Like, I'm most familiar with some of these in, like, in flower essence form. Here's Datura, beautiful. Okay, you get the idea, right? It's beautiful. And there's something like quiet about it, right? Like these are images, like this is like an exhibit that you would see. I mean, a lot of decks are, right? But this is definitely one that you would see at a museum or something. There's the book. But maybe I'll have some updates about some of these decks. Like, I think it's easy to tell which ones I'm like actually stoked about and which ones I'm like, you know, this is cool. Okay, so this deck I just got. It's the, oh, what is it called? I don't know the English title, but this is the deck. And I saw it on, I think, Fairlight, perhaps? I think I saw it on her Instagram. I'm not sure. But I got it on Etsy, and it came pretty quickly. And it smells really, really good. I actually messaged her and was like, what's this smell? And she was like, it's an essential oil blend. And I was like, but what? But I didn't say that. But I'm like, can you please tell me? I want to know. I can't. It smells a bit familiar. Anyway, also, my dog really liked the deck. I love when I get things from far off lands and she gets to smell them. And I'm like, what is it, girl? What do you smell? I can't remember the name of the deck, though. But it's really beautiful. It's oil paintings. And I think it's just really, really beautiful for this time of year. It might go really well with that oracle, the Sacred Nature Oracle I was just showing. But some of them are really similar. Like, I guess all of them to an extent. But I think that adds to it. I don't think it takes away from it. Like, it's like telling like a really subtle story. but I really, really like it. Anyway, that's it. It's definitely one that I will have out and about this season, I think. It's definitely, it doesn't feel like winter. This might be actually like a summer deck where I'm like, ugh, get away from me, sunlight. And like horrible vibes. I need some sort of container for it. I do like bags. I just need to figure out my shit, okay? I think in the last video I filmed, but it's not up yet. I'm like, okay, so in the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, during like paraphernalia, I'm like, I need more bags. And then the last video I filmed, which is not up right now as of me filming this one, I was like, which I don't think is going to be up until after I put this one up because I'm just too stoked about this to just chat. I was like, I actually hate bags and I don't know what's inside of them, and I need to get little boxes. Like I need clear plastic containers like this one that Sarah in 80s Blue sent this deck in. That would be cool, but no, I tried looking for some. I don't know where, excuse me, I don't know where they exist. Okay, so more decks. These are the decks that like, oh, 2 decks that I used prior to the summer that I didn't show in the last videos. There's more too, but I didn't remember. I don't know, I didn't look at the pictures, but when I was grabbing these decks, I was like, oh yeah, I remember using this. So I'll just show you. This is the Chinese tarot deck. These backs. This is like, when I saw someone using this deck and it was the backs, and I was like, what is that deck? I need it. But it's a, I don't know, US Games, but like older. So the cardstock functions, but it's really beautiful. So I was using this. I can't remember what I was pairing it with. I'll have to look in my picks. And maybe I'll do like a perfect pairs or something someday. Anyway, you get the idea. I was using it. It's nice. I like it. I like this deck. It's just so beautiful. And then the other one that I was using and sort of continued to use into, this was the only deck that, like tarot deck, I think, that I was using in the summertime once in a while because it felt like safe and calm to do so. It's the Story Medicine Tarot Animal Woman 2nd edition. Here it is. And part of it is also, it has these, you know, sayings and words on it. And so it was just easier to be in that space with the cards. Ooh, I'm getting, hold on, sorry guys. We're just gonna, here, look at these. The tower with the worm is like, it's one of my favorite cards ever, probably. Like, it's so beautiful. Oh no. Oh no, I spilled pumpkin seeds down my shirt. Sorry, I'm like, sometimes I like, don't like when people have the images of themselves in the cards, but for some reason it works for me with this deck. I don't know. I don't hate it, and I enjoyed using it. And that's that. Alright, the next decks that I pulled out to use, let me open this. Okay, this is called the Wolfpack Tarot deck, and it's really weird, and it's more like an oracle. Trying to jog my memory about like that they're all horizontal. It has an instruction card too. It's 60 these cards. I don't think I've ever looked at the... I'm like so... You guys, I cannot read instructions. I have like a really hard time with I think I told a story once about like trying to put together something with my boyfriend, and I was like, and like the instructions like broke page, and like neither of us could like comprehend what we had read previously and like combine it with the thing that we read on the next page. We just like couldn't do it. Which is why I think that like when they make furniture instructions, it's like a map that you like unfold. But I wonder, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard for me to read certain things if it breaks up like that. Anyway, this is it. I don't know why I pulled this out. I think it's just like this like wolf pack idea. I also really love my dog right now. Oh, I saw a picture. There's like I don't remember what country it's in, but there's like the first confirmed like dog wolf like hybrid or something, and it kind of looks like my dog, and it made me really happy. But it's just like, it's really simple, and it has like these nice like you know, it has like the one phrase or word, be alert, and then a little bit more to go along with it. And I like the horizontalness of it is very novel to me at this time. I think I want to get the pastoral tarot at some point, for sure, but it doesn't really feel doesn't feel like a priority, I guess. Okay, that one's there. Obviously, the When Olga Speaks Oracle is one that I've been enjoying, and I'm trying to get back into like my groove, man. I think part of the thing is like, honestly, like people, I don't know if like one realizes this, but maybe we all do because we're like in it, but it's not easy to like pair decks. like it's sort of like a muscle, and like I haven't been doing readings and things like that, and so like I can't in my mind think very clearly about like what I think would work well, like the feeling of it, and also like the like just the aesthetic and like all this stuff. But I'm trying to figure out what this feels right with, and I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I'm sure that I'm happy. Well, Sasha has really, really great like suggestions on her like Instagram, like just visual suggestions, which I really appreciate, actually. I love you guys doing all the doing all the work on Instagram. I also pulled out the Aldanzin Tarot. I haven't used this in a while, and I'm doing this. I can talk about that later, I guess, but something about it, like when I was putting all my decks away, wow, it makes me feel so emotional. Oh, okay. I'm really glad I got like one of the first like AI decks that was coming out that feels really like has like a different element to it that's really special, in terms of like how it was channeled and like all the things that the person did to make the deck and to make the guidebook and all that stuff. There's something about this, and I think it's, I can't really say yet, but I will set it aside to make my comments if I remember. I don't know. I feel like I'm being weird and like cagey about some stuff, but I'm just waiting a sec, you know? I do like this deck, and I'm glad. It kind of felt like for a second like that it was better to just like set it aside. You know what I mean? Because people were upset. And I know that there's like valid reasons and stuff, and I'm not like into that, and it's the only one that I have and whatnot. This is, I forget the name of this deck, this vampire deck, but I also pulled this one out. It just feels appropriate. Not yet, but like I'm excited to be using this more in the coming months, I guess, in like sort of like a fun way. I actually want to do a video of all of my vampire decks like at the same time. I think that would be so fun, like for me, and like maybe you guys would like it too. There's only one, I think there's only one, no, there's two vampire decks that I don't have that I would like, and one of them is the new mass market one. So maybe after I get that one, I'll do it. And then the other one is the Robert M. Place Vampire Tarot deck, which, I don't know, man. I just don't want to, it's too expensive. It's too expensive, okay? I just can't. I can't do it right now. I can't justify. I also brought up the Flux Arcana Tarot when I was passing by it in the drawer. It felt appropriate. And I think these sort of like have a theme in a way. What do you think the theme is? Besides like spooky season, weird, you know, like, ooh. I just really like this deck. And I think it kind of goes with All Dancin', to be honest. In the feelings that I have about it. Anyway. So I did Persephone's Path, Catherine Sully. I did her Poisonous Plants class, a few of them, in like 6 years ago when she first started them. I'm excited. I'm doing it again. She offers a really generous discount if you've done it before, which is cool. And I'm doing it again for a very specific reason. And I think that deck might be really cool to use during that like process. But yeah, basically the second that I found out, I wanted to do it. I also pulled out the tarot, the Gulliver Tarot. So I got this deck not that long ago, and I really like the images. I just don't like the border. And I think I'm just gonna do a big shut up, you're ridiculous, just try to use it sort of thing with it. Because I really like it besides that, and I think I can get over it. It smells really good. So I grabbed that one too. And then I also pulled out the Arthur Rackham Oracle. I don't know, I don't really have that many oracles out here. And that's sort of like what I'm going to be struggling with, I think. I also pulled the Haunted House Tarot. I think decks like this are just very, very funny. Very amusing. I just like the cheesy art, you know? Like, I love shows like Vampire Diaries and like things that are sort of like they're like, oh, like intense and dramatic and scary, but also just like really corny. Like I really like stuff like that. So I don't know. I pulled that one out. It smells good. It smells like Lo Scarabeo. If you know, you know. Let me try to put some of these decks back in this little container. And then the Arthur Rackham, which I mentioned. I've had this for a really long time. I don't really use it very much, but I'm always inspired to by Thea. She has this. I take out the significators, I guess. But she uses this a lot and like praises the keywords. And I don't know why it also smells really good. Why is it? You guys, everything smells so good today. Wow. Amazing. I'm like not even showing you the deck. I'm just smelling it back here. Typical. Yeah. Guardianship, protecting the vulnerable. It is really beautiful. I think my issue with it was sometimes this felt a little bit like busy with the like really detailed line work of the art. And I think that sort of bothered me, but I actually just really like it. So maybe I'll use it. Maybe not. I just have to find, you just have to feel it. You have to feel that connection, like, with a pairing, I guess. It's underrated. Daydreaming in C2. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love this deck so much, as you know. And it's always, like, a deck that I'm frequently using. If I'm doing Zoom readings with friends and stuff, this is typically the deck that I will grab to do that most often. And one of the reasons that I pulled it out now is Annie Farrar has completed her Thoth version So she did a collage deck like in this sort of similar vein with these, but it's a Thoth. And it is so beautiful. I will link the Instagram post below, and she's coming out with a Kickstarter in October, and I can't wait to back this deck. Oh my god. And I'm so excited, and I'm just like getting myself more stoked by using this. It looks a little bit thinner than this one in the images. I'm not really sure. I don't know anything about it. She's ordering in the post it says she's ordering the like she got the proofs, but she's getting different ones or something. I don't know how it works, man. Would love to know more. Okay. This one I'm definitely gonna be using. Teehee, so excited. Alright. Okay. Alright, books. I guess I can just put these. I'm like terrified that there's like going to be an avalanche of decks, which is so valid. It's so valid. Alright, I got this book finally, and I'm glad I waited and didn't get the first one because he keeps coming out with second editions of stuff, and I'm like, dude, come on. I haven't read it because it's more like a reference. I have no reason to read it. But I really like Roger J. Horn's work in general, and also he came out with a deck. It's on Printer's Studio, and I'll link it below, and I'm gonna get it as soon as possible. But I have spent my deck budget for the month. So, womp womp. I don't know, it's just a reference book, right? So, but I'm glad to have it. It doesn't smell very interesting. It's okay. Alright, what else? I brought my Kindle out because I thought this was funny. There's like so many books on my Kindle that I want to read. I was hanging out with Mariana from Mariana Moss Books and Jonaki from Catamancy. We were talking about Marseille in a Zoom the other, like, whatever. I think I already talked about this. And they were nerding out, you guys. These nerds about like fantasy books and series, and I was like, okay, you guys help me. And it was so funny because I was looking through my Kindle and I had like a whole section of books that were like books that I downloaded to my Kindle from recommendations from Mariana's channel, and then right next to it was recommendations from the Jonaki had made on her channel at one point, and then right next to that was like a bunch of books about adult ADHD. And I was like, oh my god, this is too funny. I don't really know. I kind of want to read like a fantasy series, and the ones that I have here, The Serpent and the Wings of Night. That sound okay, for sure. And then Gideon the Ninth, I don't know. And then The Darker Shade of Magic, the V.E. Schwab. And then there's this series that I really, really like. It's like an urban fantasy series that's only available on like Amazon Prime unless you want to buy the books. And I actually might buy the books someday because I really liked them. But it's the Guild Codex series. And there's like a second series in the Guild Codex series. And I've started it, but I want to read it. Like, I need to read it. I like pay for Amazon for Kindle Unlimited literally for that and don't do it. And then I have The Faces in the Water, Janet Frame, The Grass is Singing, a novel by Doris Lessing, which I want to read. Stuff like that. I don't know. But if you have any recommendations for series, I've read, sometimes they all sort of like muddle together. But I don't know. Let me know. Okay, I'm a little nervous about this. Let me see here. Get all my books up. Okay, I was reading this over the summer when I could not read. I haven't been reading. I am also trying to get back into reading. Dancing the Cows Home, a Wisconsin girlhood, because I live in Wisconsin. And yeah, I started reading it. I didn't totally get very far. I got maybe like a third of the way through, but it's just sort of pleasant and chill, and I thought that might be nice. Okay, I've been reading these books. These prenatal yoga books, and then this book, The Birth Partner, because I'm pregnant. So, yeah. Anyway, that's that. That's why I was so sick all summer. And anyway, that's why I couldn't use tarot and would have the spins when I would look at them. And also I was like, it's very nerve-wracking. Like, there's so many things that they don't tell you about being pregnant that you think you probably know about, you know? You're like, oh yeah, morning sickness, these things. Dude. It's all day. It's not in the morning. And like, it's like morning sickness is like when you're like, you throw up because there's no food in your stomach, which I'm fearful of currently. And as she reaches for some pumpkin seeds, yeah, I don't know. I'm super stoked. I'm having a really good time now. I'm starting to appear. I appear pregnant, which is cool. And I feel like 70% better than I did. As long as I take like 3 naps a day and eat a lot, it's fine. It's totally okay. But I don't really have any pants that fit me. I'm wearing pants right now that fit me. I hope it stays that way for a while, but I know that it won't. Ooh, but I don't know. I don't really have anything to say about it. I'm probably not gonna... I made like a whole video where I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, haha, and like talking about it, but I'm really, really excited and glad to like be able to be back and like reading books and like playing with tarot and like and decks and stuff like that, and like just I don't know, and like making videos and conversing with everyone and being a part of like things that I've enjoyed, and like that, it means a lot to me. So I don't know what else I have to say about it. I'm really excited and it's like crazy, and there's like things that I was nervous about in the beginning, because it's just like when you're like, oh wow, like I want this and like this is amazing and I'm so excited and I've like all these things, and then there's like some ambient fears of like things going poorly and stuff like that. But it's been really helpful for all of my anxiety things. It's incredible because you just don't have a choice. And like eating food, ARFID, sort of like eating disorder things too. It's been very good. Very good. I did want to show you guys this. So the day that I found out that I was pregnant, these were the cards. Oh, when I had a job. I don't know if I was working at a used bookstore. Crazy, huh? So these were the cards that I pulled that day, and then that night I like found out. This is Justice in this deck, I believe. Boop. Okay, so we have the Empress. Oh my god. Can you accept a new beginning? What? Yes, ma'am. And then 4 of Wands. Beautiful. Put it here. And then Plant, Forget, Harvest. Temperance. Okay. And then the 10 of Coins, which is ancestral. Beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we know. Win and Give. And then 5 of Wands. But still, you guys. I thought that was crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like in such a good mood, and I really wanted to tell you guys today. It's weird. It's just a weird thing. So it's like I was telling a friend today, like, just that it's like the most. It's so wild, and it's also just like the most mundane thing ever. Like, it's just happening, you know? It's so weird. I've also run into the experience where people, because of like things that they've gone through or are experiencing, they like can't be happy for someone else, and that's like a little bit stressful in this way, where like I get it, but also like this is generally kind of like an isolating experience in a lot of different ways, and has been really difficult, and people don't really talk about it for like the first several months for a lot of different reasons. And it was hard. It was not easy to get through. And I'm not done, you know. And I'm not like nervous about that part either. Really. I kind of just like don't think it'll be as bad as like, because in the beginning it's like I'm like 6 weeks pregnant, and it's like, oh my god, like I have the spins and I have like a migraine, I can't turn on the light, I'm sitting in the dark listening to podcasts and trying to sleep, and like it's just terror, and like the feeling of nausea, like oh my god, I can't even talk about it, I'm gonna throw up. But like, and like everyone's like, it's better after the first trimester, and you're like, how long is a trimester? And it's like 13 weeks, and you're like, okay, cool, just 7 more weeks of this, I guess. You know what I mean? And it's like, it really is like that. Like, it's really, I mean, it's not like that for everyone. Some people are lucky. And that's the other thing with like social media stuff that I was complaining about in a previous video, is like the algorithm knows that I'm pregnant, and every video I get is just the most horrific thing ever. Or it's like a really relatable video of like someone feeling really sick, and then the comments are just disgusting, and it's people saying like, stop acting like you're disabled, it's not that bad, when I was pregnant I remodeled my bathroom, like shit like that. And it's like, okay, cool, like of course no one can have a completely different experience than you've had. Like, okay. But yeah, it was really hard, and I'm just really happy I'm good. When I was feeling like 50% better, I was like, I could do this again. Like, but yeah, what I was talking about is like in the end, you have to perform this act. You have to do this thing, you know, surrender to this activity, this thing. But it's only like hours long. Like, it's not like weeks like the beginning stuff was. Like, I don't know. Doesn't seem that bad. She says naively. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, I'm really excited. And if you're not, kick rocks. Get out of here. Leave, please. Also, I might talk sometimes about like the experience of like having ADHD, being neurodivergent, and being pregnant. It's kind of weird. Heightened senses stuff. It's cool. I'm having a good time now. I'm gonna go make myself a chicken sandwich with lots of mustard on it, and I really hate meat except for chicken and bacon, which sucks, because I'm sure I could use some B vitamins. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I had a whole thing that I wanted to say and do and be, but it just like feels so casual at this point, you know, like it just is. And I'm happy, and I hope that we can all be happy and joyful and good. Oh, it's a boy, by the way. That's important somehow. I'm just excited, okay? When I first found out that I was having a boy, I was like, oh no, how do I make sure I don't raise some asshole? And I was worried for 4 minutes, like maybe. And I was like, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be great. I am so excited. So, anyway. I, like, want to ask for name suggestions because it's really hard to name a baby. Like, I feel like naming a girl is, like, way easier because, like, it just, I don't know, like, Rosemary, done. Like, easy, you know? Like, I don't know, just, like, it's so easy. But boys, oh my gosh. Also, I have a weird last name, so I'm tempted to ask, but I asked, like, my mother for suggestions, and that was annoying. So I don't know. But yeah, it's really hard. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know, you guys. Ooh, I'm really excited, and I'm being a big dork, and I want to like keep talking about it and say more, but there's just nothing else really to say. It's happening. That's a thing. I probably won't talk about it very much more. I say that, but I also don't know what's gonna happen. I also said that I didn't want to tell anyone ever. And then I kept telling people, like Tarot Tube friends and like people and stuff like that. I've been trying to tell Gigi, by the way. Like, I keep trying to tell Gigi, but I'm like, did you email me? Is this your email? I'm like trying to make sure it's the right person. But I've been telling like even just like people who seem a little bit more random too. And I just wanted to tell everyone because, I don't know, I'm gonna cry. Everyone's so good and sweet, generally. Like, I don't know, I was just like... Also, someone said, well, they're gonna know when you're making videos and there's a baby in the background. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But everyone has been, like, super supportive and amazing. I'm really grateful. And, like, it's so important. Like I was saying, it's an extremely isolating experience. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that it just, like, is the nature of it. And, like, part of, like, the way that our culture is set up and stuff, which I've been thinking a lot about and talking with people about, too. And that's just not how, like, I like things. Like, I'm really a community, like, based person. And so I'm going to be prowling for some single moms because single moms are way better at wanting community and trying to be a part of it than, like, people who have that, like, nuclear family thing down. And my family setup is different, you know? It's gonna be, like, a little Full House kind of vibe, but, like, we don't all live together, you know? Like, I'm really excited. And I think that everyone has, like, something really cool to offer. Oh my gosh, and it's so fun. Like, the baby can hear right now. Like, he can hear me talking to you guys. And so when I'm, like, voice messaging friends, like, he can hear everyone. So, like... And when I'm watching your YouTube videos, he can hear them. Oh, it's so cute. Like, I just love that. Hopefully he likes it too. I can also feel him move now, which is really nice. I like it. I'm into it. I said that to someone and they're like, just wait, you're gonna hate it in the end. And I'm like, I don't think so. Like, I'm pretty good at, like, enjoying certain things. So, I worried that I wouldn't like certain aspects of it because of, like, trauma and dissociation and, like, other things. Oh, that's the other thing is, like, the doctor care that I'm receiving is so good, you guys. Like, and on the intake, they talk to you and they ask you about your trauma history. How many doctors do that? None, ever. Like, it's so weird. Like, even when I went to the regular gynecologist, who it's, like, I have a midwife, though, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't ask that, really. But they always should. Everyone should. In, like, that field. So it's been really, nice. I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Get back to the cards, man. I'm desperate. I mentioned it before for, like, tarot spreads that are sort of cheeky and fun to do. And a friend of mine, when she was pregnant, she actually, doing tarot made her really, really, really anxious. And when I first was pregnant, I told her I was pregnant, and because I knew that she, you know, was into tarot, recently pregnant. and she told me about that, and so it made me be mindful of that. So while I was really anxious, and also I couldn't look at the cards anyway, I just avoided it. And another friend who has several kids and is older and is so wonderful, she told me to use spreads and stuff. And I don't usually use spreads, and I often don't use, like, a specific question either. Like, I'll just lay out cards and have it tell me a story. So I'm trying to be mindful now to, like, use spreads and have specific questions and things like that, just to maintain this, like, really good place that I'm in with, like, my anxiety and all this stuff. And it's so weird because I'm in, like, this mom group who I don't like any of those women, you guys. Please, if any of you are pregnant, be my friend. If you're a mom, or anyone, like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be any of those things. Just, like, it is hard out there. They're, oh gosh, normies, you guys. It's rough, okay? They're, like, obsessed with their careers. Ugh. and like they're landlords and shit. I'm like, oh my god. They're, like, house flippers and landlords. And I'm like, please. Oh my god. Worst. They're like, what do you do for a living? And it's like, I make 6 figures in tech and I'm a landlord. And I'm like, I'm unemployed. I quit my job at a bookstore because I was feeling really sick. And my favorite jobs that I've had is working at a laundromat and being a parking lot attendant. I read tarot. Like, oh my god. Oh, when I was first making this video, before, I was, like, laying in bed and eating spaghetti in bed. And I dropped a noodle on my shirt. And then I picked it up and I kept dropping it all over my shirt. And I've been wearing, like, only white tees and biker shorts. Like, baggy biker shorts. Because if something's touching my stomach, it's a sensory no. And I was just, like, laying in bed and, like, kept dropping this noodle and making more stains. Like, marinara sauce stains on my shirt. And I was like, damn, dude, you're gonna be a mom. like, what the heck? It's so funny to me. Anyway, it's gonna be great. I forgot what I was talking about. Like, pregnancy brain is like ADHD times 1 million. It's so, like, I kept burning like bacon like every other time I would make it, because I would walk downstairs when the timer would go off, and like halfway down the stairs I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what is going on? It's so silly. All right, I'm gonna stop bothering you. This is ridiculously long. I love you guys so much. Okay, bye.